Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We are going to start with this transfer rumor claiming that Barcelona are keeping tabs on this Ajax defender Lisandro Martinez, but will not make a move for him. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about on loan Barcelona forward at Wolf, Francisco Trincao. It has been reported that the winger wants to leave Barcelona on loan in the summer. We are going to be discussing on that. Then lastly, talking about Ansu Fati, as it has been reported that the player have entered the final stage of recovery ahead of Barcelona return. Of course, the young superstar is now just days away from his comeback. We are going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please do well to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barca, Barca, Barca. Ajax defender Lisandro Martinez is no longer being considered by Barcelona, although the team has been monitoring him since January. Journalist Tony Joan Martí has confirmed that Barcelona has no interest in pursuing the Argentine youngster. There is no secret that Barcelona were once actively pursuing a strong centre-back, but since, capturing Andres Christensen from Chelsea, they have cooled down their search, mainly because they now have as many as 7 centre-backs in their ranks. The list includes the likes of Christensen himself, Araujo, Piqué, Garcia, Umtiti, Lenglet, and Oscar Mingueza. It has been widely argued that Piqué at 35 years of age does not really have much left in his tank, and this is exactly why Martinez's link with Barcelona has surfaced in January in the first place. Martinez, who is 24 years old, has a contract with Ajax until 2025, but was expected to cost Barcelona much lower than the other options in the market. On top of that, if signed, the defender wouldn't have asked for a significant pay rise, meaning that he would have fit perfectly into Barca's scheme of things. But since Barcelona have a lot of options to explore within their roster, they have decided not to pursue the Argentine. Martinez started off his footballing journey with Lionel Messi's former side Newell's Old Boys. After 2 successive seasons with defensor Justicia, Martinez finally made his much-awaited trip to Europe, joining Ajax in May 2019. In his debut season with the Dutch, he made 41 appearances across all competitions, while scoring 2 goals. The 2020-21 football season has arguably been his best so far in his brief career. The defender scored 3 goals in 42 matches in all competitions and as a key component of Ajax's charge to their 35th Eredivisie title. He also won the domestic KNVB Cup that season. Then on to the next story of discussion. On loan Barcelona winger Francisco Trincao will coordinate with Primera La Liga side Sporting Lisbon in pushing for a loan exit for the next season, reports Spanish news outlet Mundo Deportivo. Trincao is looking forward to returning to his homeland as he wishes to play for a team that regularly participates in the UEFA Champions League. Given Sporting position this season, second in the standing after leaders Porto, he believed the team can offer him a perfect stage through which he can challenge for a place in the Portugal squad for the upcoming FIFA World Cup. As of today, he is very much happy with his role at Wolves, having appeared in 26 games across all competitions, but he understands continuing in the Premier League would only reduce his chances of going to Qatar. And so he is willing to use his Premier League experience, by playing in a relatively less competitive environment. By doing so, the 22-year-old will get enough media exposure to come within the sight of Fernando Santos, coach of Portugal's national football team. Trincao signed for Barcelona in January 2020 from Braga for a fee reported to be around 31 million euros. He signed a 5-year contract with a buyout clause of 500 million euros. The youngster made 42 appearances during the 2020-21 season, scoring 3 goals before moving to Wolves in July 2021. Now, it must be noted that Trincao remains a key piece of Barcelona's hopes of landing Adama Traoré on a permanent deal next season. He knows that, and even Wolves are aware of that. However, it's still not clear whether he would want to continue playing in the Premier League next season, since his heart is set to moving back to Portugal. On the other hand, there is a high possibility that Barca might as well ask for a transfer fee if Xavi gives the green light. In that case, the team will not only free up significant space in the wage bill, but will also pocket a handsome amount. In any way, Sporting Lisbon are ready to, work on the possibility, and Trincao's agent, Josh Mendes, might very well work on a deal in the coming months. So looking at everything, Trincao to Barcelona at this point in time is impossible. He can't return to Barcelona given the competition of playing time right now, because he won't have any chance when it comes to the forward department, the forward players that we have, and he knows that very well, and he's reportedly looking for a new club, maybe on loan. That's why he's going to Portugal, his homeland, to look for Sporting, where he can feature there more often, so that he can fancy his chances of playing for Portugal at the World Cup in Qatar later this year. So at the end of the day, everything lies on FC Barcelona. The ball is in our court. Barca now, they have been talking about Adama Traoré. Even though that speculation of keeping Adama Traoré permanently have reduced, maybe because of his loss of form or his loss of prominence in the team under Xavi, because long ago Barca have been, eyeing this possibility of keeping Adama Traoré for a long time by including Francisco Trincao in that deal. Even though it was unlikely for Wolves to accept such a deal, given the fact that many reports are claiming that Wolves are not even interested in keeping Trincao for a long term, and that of course put a hindrance on that operation. So from the look of things, Trincao does not want to come to Barca because he knows he won't have any guaranteed playing time, and the fact that he wants to be playing regularly, he's trying to force a move to another club, and in this case is Sporting Lisbon in Portugal. So it will be interesting to see how things end up for Francisco Trincao, if he continues to play in the Premier League, or he will be sold permanently to Sporting Lisbon, or he will be loaned out. It all remains to be seen. Then on to the final story of discussion. Fati is almost ready for his next comeback. Barcelona's young superstar forward has entered the final stage of recovery process for a hamstring injury suffered 3 months ago against Athletic Bilbao, and is just days away from receiving the medical green light, according to Dario Sport. The 19-year-old made a triumphant return from a year-long absence last November before suffering a minor hamstring issue in December, and after coming back from that injury and looking very good once again, Fati suffered a serious hamstring tear that threatened to sideline him for the rest of the season. Fati opted against surgery and chose a conservative treatment plan, which would allow him to return in the 2021-22 campaign. And he spent the better part of last 3 months with a specialist in Madrid before returning to Barca training at the end of March. After a few strong weeks of individual work, Ansu is ready for the full workout with the group this week, and is expected to be cleared within the next few days. There is a very small chance that Fati will be included in the squad for the second leg of Barca's Europa League quarter-final tie against Frankfurt, but Xavi won't want to risk bringing Ansu back in a highly intense game that would demand a lot from every player, let alone one coming back from a serious injury. So, with that in mind, it is very likely that Ansu Fati will return next Monday, April 18, when Barca face Cadiz at the Camp Nou in La Liga action. Given Barca's form and Cadiz's place in the table, there will be less pressure and Fati can feel more comfortable in a more favorable setting. 1 week until the Prince's return. Can't wait. So callers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.